Hey folks, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, coming to you live from what I'm now calling the Hunker Bunker, my office in Palm City. Hey Leisha, nice to see you. It's Friday, the last Friday in March, March 27th. I am here as I am every Friday to do your Friday weekly wrap up. How was the week? What happened? What can tarot tell us about the week that was? And I think no matter where you are in the world, you would probably agree that this week was certainly not ordinary. It may be the new normal that we're going to be dealing with for a little while, but certainly not what we're used to. Hey, TK. And I think that we need to really start by sending some healing energy to those who are sick, to those who are suffering, to those who are afraid. A lot of us, I think, are very lucky, myself included, in that we are certainly dealing with some of the effects of the lockdown, but we're healthy. I'm still working, I'm healthy, I'm working, I've got nothing to complain about. But at this point, we all know someone who is sick. Many of us know someone who is bereaved. We all know people who are scared, and we all know people who are experiencing economic uncertainty. And so we really need to be strong for each other, to help each other, and to keep faith in our own lives and keep faith for one another. Deirdre, it's nice to see you. TK, it's nice to see you. If you are watching in archive on Facebook or YouTube, I want to thank you so much for being here. And you can take this as a great exercise if you are a tarotist or even an oracle card reader, to just sort of say, okay, how was the week? What did I learn? What can I know going forward from this week? What were the gifts of this week? How did I survive a difficult week? And pull a card and see what it says to you. It's a great exercise. I want to thank folks who were with me last night for our first ever Zoom webinar. I see Marion is here. Marion, it was so great to see you last night. Truly, one of the gifts of this is it inspired me to, as it is many people, to do this class, what would have been a local class, meeting with my local people, and I was sorry not to be able to do that. But it was nice to meet with my friends from all over the world, and we'll be doing a lot more of that. Even when we can once again meet in person, we're going to keep our Zoom community going because it was a lot of fun, and I think it was very uplifting for folks. Betty is here. We enjoyed having you, Betty. Oh my gosh, so great. It was so great. Okay, so I'll say hi. A lot of people coming into the room. Thank you guys all for being here. I'll say hi to you in just a moment. I do want to remind you that this coming Wednesday, 7 p.m., is our monthly Global Tarot Circle on Facebook Live. Here on my business page, Christiana Gaudet, we will meet at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And we spend the first half hour doing readings for each other, and then we do an informal tarot workshop. Because it's April Fool's Day, it was my original goal that we would be talking about the Fool, and I think we will. But I think given what's going on, I think we can talk about the Fool as the Fool as an instructive card for these really strange and interesting and scary times. How does the Fool behave in this time, and what can we learn from the Fool? So that's a free thing. I try to do a lot of free stuff here on Facebook Live, also on YouTube Live. So far, my Zoom stuff is premium stuff, and I hope you consider that as well. And of course, I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, Duo, WhatsApp, whatever platform you prefer. We can meet together and work together. So let's take a look. And Patricia says no lockdown in Palm Beach County. You know what? I have a lockdown right here. I am locked down so tight you wouldn't even believe it. And I think a lot of people are doing that. The people who have the privilege, really, I think it takes two things to lock yourself down right now. One is privilege. If you have a job where you must go out, and I certainly have family members who have that, and we pray for them and wish their safety, and we're grateful for them because they're doing the essential services that keep us going. The other is the intelligence, the intelligence to sort of stay in and, as we're saying, flatten the curve. Absolutely. So let me just track back here and say hi to some people. Kathy Lipinski, good to see you. Marion, it was so good to see you last night. Thanks for being there. Deirdre, glad you're here. Trisha, glad you're here. Neil, nice to see you. Teresa, Pamela, Brenda, Carol, glad you're here. Karen, hi Christiana, hope you are doing well in this crazy time. Well, and that's such a privilege because we know a lot of people who are sick or who are tending those who are sick, who are having a hard time doing well. Those of us who remain physically healthy and those of us who remain financially healthy, we really have a particular responsibility to everyone else to try to keep the energy going, don't we? And it's not easy because even those of us who are lucky enough to be safe right now, who are lucky enough to be working right now, it's still really scary, isn't it? And no matter how psychic you might be, no matter how spiritual you might be, this is challenging. This is outside of anything we have ever dealt with in our lifetimes. Really unprecedented in the whole history of the world, being that it is global. And it brings out the best in people. It brings out the worst in people. And I do have, just an opinion to share. And if you don't share this opinion, that's perfectly okay. But here's the thing that strikes me. I see a lot of people just really trying to stay in this place of love and light. It's all going to be fine, love and light. And that's good. I think we do need to stay positive. I think there's real power in positivity. But I also think there's something called toxic positivity. And this is true even in normal times as well, where we are unwilling to acknowledge our less than positive feelings. We're unwilling to acknowledge our fear, our anger, our anxiety. And I don't think we should live in those places. I don't think we should live in fear. I don't think we should live in anxiety. But it's not wrong to acknowledge it. To acknowledge the feeling, to hold space for it, and then to try to get on to the next positive thought. So, the thing I want to touch on today is not shaming ourselves or each other for being in, excuse me, just allergies, folks, for being in a moment of fear or anger or grief. Let's not have shame for that. Let's recognize that that is a normal and appropriate human reaction, but that it is also wise to then find the moment of gratitude, to find the humor, to find the activity that will make us feel better. So that's what I have to say about that right now. All right. So we're going to do a few readings. Betty, again, so nice to see you. So glad you were with us last night. Thank you so much. Cheryl Elizabeth, happy to see you. Kathy says she has apps on her phone and has been pulling cards for the day every day. Susanna, glad you're here. Brenda Nicholas, nice to see you. Patricia, Martha, glad you're here. Amy Mauser, nice to see you. Jennifer liked my bird feeder pic. Did you guys see that on my personal page? Every morning on my walk to work. And I'm so grateful. We moved into this new office where we have our own door, our own bathroom, so we can come to work. This is a safe place to be. And I'm so grateful for that. When we moved here to make it a community center, and it was becoming such. And it will be again. But right now, it's our safe place to be, and I'm very grateful for it. But anyway, on the walk to work, every morning, there's this bird feeder. And the bird feeder, of course, is for the birds, and there are some birds up there eating, but down at the bottom, there's always a couple of ducks and a couple of squirrels eating breakfast together. And it just makes me so happy to see every day. So I shared it wasn't a great picture. I'm having a hard time getting a good picture of it. I keep trying. But yeah, if you didn't get a chance to see it, go see it. Okay, Roxanne, nice to see you. Karen Reinhardt, glad you're here. Puck Smith, glad you're here. Neil, living in anxiety and acknowledging it. Yeah, there it is, man. Trying to stay positive. Okay. Kara, glad you're here. Vigietta. Okay, so let me scroll back and we're going to do so. In the interest of not being bored, I went through my tarot collection. Okay, and true confession, I still have my tarot retail shelves. There were, of course, I sell a few tarot and oracle cards in the community center that no one can come in. And man, I'm looking at some of those decks and thinking, ooh, I need a new deck in this time. I have not succumbed to that temptation yet, but I'm warning you, it's close. So in the meantime, to avoid that, I went through my shelves and I thought, let me find a deck I haven't worked with in a long time. Right here, I have Lisa Hunt's Fantastical Creatures Tarot. Lisa Hunt is she and I have a similar history. We're both from Connecticut and we now live in South Florida. Her and her husband, Court Kramer, are just lovely people. And in fact, they're on our planning committee for StarCon 2021. I am happy to let you know that the plans for our International Tarot Conference, StarCon, to be held in Palm Beach Gardens, January 2021, still on track. We are hoping and praying and assuming that things will be that we will be able to once again gather together in person as a community come January. So we're looking forward to that. And so a shout out to Lisa Hunt, who created this and many other wonderful decks. This is Fantastical Creatures. It is this deck I'll be using to do our Friday wrap-up readings. So the first thing I do, of course, is one card for the community at large. What can we say about the week that was? And then I'll do wrap-up readings for those of you who have requested. I'll get to as many as I can in the time that I have. So, okay. How was the week? We have the Ace of Wands reversed. I'll show you the Ace of Wands upright. And this is the Ace of Wands, and it was reversed. I think for a lot of us, this was the week that it really started to sink in. It really started to sink in that this isn't just like preparing for a hurricane and maybe it's not going to hit us and we're going to hunker down and eat our snacks and drink our booze and laugh about not being able to go anywhere and not being able to get our hairs done and our nails done and whatever. This is the week it sunk in that it's a lot deeper than that. And the Ace of Wands reversed reminds us that we still have within us that well of humor, spirituality, strength, drive, motivation, determination, and ability. And this week, I think we all sort of felt the punch in the gut that, you know what? We could be in this position for some time, that people really are struggling, that this is going to change us fundamentally as a society and as a planet. And this is the week it sunk in, and I think it all sucked the life out of us for a minute. The Ace of Wands reversed gives us an opportunity for magic. And so I ask you to join with me for just a moment to take a breath and to focus on your internal fire, to focus on your creativity, your passion, your humor, your strength, everything that makes you, you. Everything that makes us as a community, as a nation, and as a planet. And as I turn this card right side up, let's light that flame. We're going to need to keep that flame burning all the way through here. So let's feel that flame rise up within us. Let's ignite the flame in others. And let's remember to not have it be the flame of anger, but of compassion, of passion, of creative solutions, and spiritual faith. So mote it be. Betty says, this is the week that it really got real. Yeah, it really did, I think, for a lot of us. And I do have to say that we have one in our own community who is struggling. Wald Amberstone of the Tarot School, someone I have known and respected in our community since the 1990s. Wald and Ruth Ann, of course, are the dynamic couple who produce Reader Studio every year and who provide really great tarot education from the Tarot School in New York. Wald is in the hospital. And so we really want to send him and Ruth Ann a lot of courage, a lot of healing. We want to send that flame to him. All right. Let's see what we got. And we're going to start with TK. TK, how was your week? The Two of Cups reversed. I think you really are starting to miss human contact. So TK is like the king of meetup, okay? He goes to all kinds of things. He goes drumming. He comes to tarot. He goes to Zumba. He does all of these different things. And of course, not so able to do those things anymore. I think for you, that is a tough thing. So we're going to turn this right side up for you, TK. May you know that you are loved. And may you feel that love and find ways to feel that connection with others. Kathy Lipinski, my fellow light worker, so glad that you're here. Let's see what we got going on here. Kathy, the tower. Okay, this is actually a really pretty tower. But, those of us who know tarot know that the tower is a hard card to deal with. However, it is a necessary card for spiritual development. And the tower is what we are as a society are going through. And here's what I'm going to say, Kathy. Because of your empathic nature, because of your nature as a healer, I am sure that you are feeling in your own energy field the weight of all of this energy. This gives you permission, Kathy, to take an energetic step away. You do not need to bear the weight of the world on your energetic shoulders. Yes, it is appropriate to send Reiki, to send healing, to do what you can at a distance to help others, but to also recognize your own fears, your own grief. Recognize, too, that what you personally, Kathy, this is true for a lot of us, but I'm talking to you primarily, Kathy, that what you go through here is going to make you a stronger and more enlightened healer, even more than what you already are. Okay, Deirdre. 10 of Cups, a happy card for you. And you've gotten some tough cards in the past few weeks. This is reminding you of the good connections that you have, of the support that you have, of the family that you have, of the people that you have in your life. Whether you can see them right now or not, you can talk to them. Know that you are loved, and that is a great blessing. How are you guys liking this deck? I'm really enjoying it, I got to tell you. Okay, Teresa, here is your weekly wrap-up. The Three of Swords. It has been a difficult and painful week, it seems, or at least there have been things going on in your life that have been difficult and painful. Remember that whatever that is, whatever's causing that difficulty, that is an opportunity for healing. What is going on the planet right now is an opportunity for the planet to heal, for us to heal collectively as societies, and for each of us to heal individually. For you, Teresa, there may be some things going on particularly personally. And, we send our supportive energy to you. And we support you in your process of healing. And Kathy, what did Kathy just said? A fun thing. Let me just scroll back here. Dealing with some grief this week, and I've been trying to step back and focus on my own healing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And Teresa agrees this is a difficult time for a lot of people, for sure. Okay, let's see. Okay. Leisha. Page of Cups reversed. I feel like, Leisha, this week there has been someone that you've wanted to reach out to, that you've wanted to speak with, and you have not known if it was appropriate or if you should. But this suggests that maybe it is okay to reach out to people and make sure they're okay, that this is a good time to build those bridges of communication. Julie says, hi all, what a week. Yeah, no doubt. Glad you're here, Julie. Okay. Susanna, good to see you. Looking for my next request here. Okay. Okay. Puck's working from home. Very good. Karen Reinhardt. Here we go. Karen Reinhardt. Ace of Pentacles. So this is a great card, Karen. It looks like there could be this week some seeds that have been planted for better health, for better financial stability, for things to do during this time that you find constructive, instructive, and helpful. That as difficult as these times are, Karen, there is opportunity here for you. Look for the opportunity and make it grow. Okay, very good. And Karen Winkle, good to see you. Here is your weekly wrap up. Okay, you saw me shuffle. We also have the Tower, and it's not surprising. We're going to see these cards a lot over the next couple of weeks because collectively and individually, our worlds are shifting, our worlds are changing. And Karen, the message that comes to me for you is that the changes that you are going through, whatever you're experiencing in your own life or as you witness it around you, that this is leading you to a greater place of knowledge, opportunity, healing, and spiritual enlightenment. The shift is hard, but it's necessary. Pamela, nice to see you here today. Let's see what we've got for you. How was your week? The Hermit reversed. So I think we've all sort of been in this Hermit phase. That it is the Hermit reversed. It may be that you've found some great ways to connect with people, and that's a wonderful thing. It may be that you have a job that allows you to keep connected with people, but one way or another, it feels like you have found a way to help people connect with people and stay together with people, and that is a great thing, Pamela. Okay, Martha, here is your weekly wrap-up. The Two of Pentacles reversed. It feels like you're feeling a little overwhelmed with the news, with the way that your job is in this time, having to do with managing your relationship in this time. It's been an overwhelming week. Breathe. Know that you're doing a good job. You've got this. You've got this. You're all right. And just a feedback here from Karen Reinhardt. Tears to my eyes. Thank you, Christiana. Truly needed this. So appreciate you. Always such reinforcement when heard from respected teacher. Blessings. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Pamela said, I did an educational live post in Tarot Nerds. I didn't see it, but I saw that you were doing it. Well done. So this is the universe coming back for you, Pamela, and saying, what a good job you did this week. Very good. Karen Winkle, thank you. Not surprised to get the Tower. My week really fell apart and I pretty much lost my shit. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, and we are all here to support you. Okay, Deirdre, go back to work. You stay healthy and safe as well. Okay, I'm going to get to as many people as I can. I do have a client coming up fairly soon. Good time to remind you that I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, Duo, WhatsApp, you name it. Just reach out. I'd be happy to get you in. But let me get to as many people as I can here. Let's see. Okay, Carol, good to see you here. Carol, you're the second one. You saw me shuffle the Three of Swords. It's been a tough week for a lot of people, hasn't it? And also for you. Whether this is personal, whether it's about witnessing what's going on in the world, we are all here to support you, Carol. And remember that this is an opportunity for healing. May next week bring better things for you and for all of us. Okay. Hey, Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. Elizabeth's husband works for Publix. So we in Florida, he's one of the reasons we're still eating right now. So we're very, very grateful. Elizabeth. The Six of Pentacles reversed. You know, this can be, when this card comes up, it can be about feeling like maybe you're not getting what you need in terms of support, in terms of energy, that you're really feeling, like the energy has been sucked out of you. And it's hard. And I know you've got young kids too, so you're handling a lot of stuff. Let's just turn this card right side up and bring that energy to you, Elizabeth, as a way of bringing you balance, equanimity, that all the energy you're putting back is going to come back to you. Okay, Trisha, knit faster. Hope you got plenty of yarn. That's all I have to say. Okay, here's a card for you. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. You know, this card comes up when we wonder if the work we've been doing, if the seeds we've planted are going to bear fruit. It suggests that this week you have been wondering that, have been wondering, how is this all going to turn out, whether that's personal for you or for the nation or for the planet. Again, let's turn this card right side up. It's going to take hard work, but we got this. You got this, Trisha, and we all got this. Neil Quatrano, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. How has your week been? The Hermit reversed. You know, the thing you need to know, Neil, is that even in this time of relative isolation, you are still out there somehow helping people, working with people. I don't know how you're handling your business in this time, but one way or another, Neil, you are making a difference for other people, and you have done so this week. Well done. We all appreciate it. Marion, how has your week been? Let's see. The Eight of Pentacles reversed. On one hand, this can be about enjoying not working. But on the other hand, there is this whole question about work going forward, this anxiety about work. The Eight of Pentacles can also be about dedicating yourself to learning and doing what you can right now. Let's turn this card right side up for you to offer you new opportunities for work, for learning, and for growth going forward in the weeks ahead. Okay, hey Puck. Love you too, Neil. Hey Puck, let's see what we got going on for you. The High Priestess reversed. We're getting a lot of reversals. So, Puck, it feels like this week you have been feeling a little bit out of balance. I know you've been working from home, and I'm glad. But whether you're just sort of feeling the energy of the world, whether things haven't been going well, it feels like you have not been feeling peaceful and serene. So let's turn this card right side up to bring you to that place of peace and serenity. Okay. Susanna. And I am coming to the end of my time. I will get to you, Susanna, also Lauren Quattrano, and then I'll see how many people I can get to in the time that I have. Susanna, King of Cups reversed. Again, a lot of reversals, man. This week, it may be that there's been a particular person in your life you've been worried about. It may be that you have not been feeling the love. It may be that you have not known how to be helpful to others. Let's turn this card right side up for you, Susanna, and remind you that you are a leader, that you have plenty of love in your heart, and that you can hold space for people and hold space for yourself in a way that will be healing and comforting. Lauren. And Lauren, I'll reach out to you. Let's talk tomorrow. I will reach out to you with some potential time. Lauren, Seven of Cups. This week may have been a week of a little bit of confusion, not really knowing what to do, recognizing that you do have options around you. The thing is, too, Lauren, you are very much of an empath. And I imagine you're feeling all kinds of crazy energy around you. The thing for you is to learn to stay focused. Okay, Tammy. Tammy, the Three of Pentacles reversed. It feels like there's a lot you want to do, but you've had some health issues. So you really need to take your time to figure out what comes next and how you're going to do it. Allow yourself to heal. That's what this week has been about for you. We'll turn this card right side up to bring you to a place of healing and productivity. Betty, again, so glad you were able to be with us last night. Let's see what we've got for you. Judgment reversed. So I think this has been a real week of not knowing. Just not knowing what is going to happen. What is the plan? And psychic though you may be, you know, psychics can't see everything. And sometimes things are hidden from us for a reason. The advice in this card, Betty, is to look in the moment and learn to stay and experience the moment. Okay, and we are coming to the end of our time together. Let's see. Jerry Lynn. I would love a card. My day job is no longer an option. Jerry Lynn, I think, works in travel. Got to use tarot as the main business. So this is a wrap-up card for the week. What energy of this week? What can we learn about that? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. So let's do some magic together. Jerry Lynn is really feeling sort of the bad luck of what has happened in her career. But let's turn it around so you can be a great, fortune teller, no, seriously. To recognize it's all about perspective, that the wheel is always turning. And at a time when people really need wisdom, Jerry Lynn, you can be providing it. Okay, very good. We've come to the end of our questions and we've come to the end of our time together. So I'll be back Monday with your 3-card weekly reading. Maybe we'll do some stuff over the weekend as well. I want to remind you again about Global Tarot Circle on Wednesday. And I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger. This was the weekend I was going to have a booth at Palm Beach Pride. And of course, that along with everything else has been canceled. So I got time this weekend. I want to remind you too that I am also available for tarot mentoring. Whether you want to learn tarot, build your tarot business, or use tarot for your own personal healing, I have a program for that. And Jerry Lynn said she just bought my book. Very good. Let me know if you have any questions, if I can be helpful in any way. You guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll see y'all soon.